Hi guys, so thanks for tuning in this evening. Susan and I are going to co-teach a class for you tonight. So we'll both be teaching back and forth. It should be just a freestyle fun flow. So just remembering to listen to your body is the most important thing. So if there are things that you need to modify, skip, whatever you need, listening to your body is more important than any cues that we can give you. So hope you enjoy. It's going to be a fun class for us. So everybody take care. Namaste. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in this evening. Susan and I are going to co-teach a class for you. So it's just going to be a free, fun flow. We'll be teaching back and forth. So hope you enjoyed the class. Hi, guys. All right, here we go. We're going to begin in child's pose. So let your big toes come together, your knees open up. Your hips are going to reach back towards your heels. Arms can reach forward and long on your mat. Or if your head doesn't quite reach, you can double up your forearms or your fists and make a pillow. Just taking a moment here to connect with your breath. As you breathe in, notice the ribs, the diaphragm expanding on your inhale. And exhale, letting go. Letting go of any extra thoughts, distractions in your mind. Letting go of any expectations of what your class is going to look like this evening. And on your next inhale, we'll come up tabletop, hands and knees. Lining up wristed shoulders. We'll begin with some cat and cows. Inhale, let the chest open up. Exhale, round your back, let your head get heavy. Allowing your movement and your breath to flow together. Eyes can be closed, allowing you to focus more on the grounding, your proprioception, that feedback of your body in space. Coming back to that neutral spine, we're going right hand forward and left leg back. Reach forward through the fingers and back through the heel. Tonight, Susan and I are going to mirror you in the picture. So we should be on the same sides here, reaching long, fingertips to toes. Take one more breath in. As you exhale, hug it in. Elbow, knee, draw in towards center. Inhale, reach and lengthen it out. One more time, exhale. Inhale and reach. Lowering right hand down to the floor. That left arm spins open as you turn into that modified plank. Stack hips, stack shoulders. On that inhale, maybe it's an option to lift that back leg up. You can stay or catch the foot into that bind. And we'll release back into tabletop in the center, cat-cow. Inhale, chest opens. Exhale and round. One more time, deep breath. Complete exhales and let it go. Coming back, neutral spine. This time the left hand reaching forward, right leg extending back. Let the neck lengthen, the crown of the head to reach forward. On your exhale, elbow, knee, draw in. Inhale and reach, just one more round here. Exhale. Inhale and lengthen. And then lowering left hand down to the floor, coming into that modified plank, opening up. The back foot, the bottom foot, the more windshield wipers out to the side will give you more stability. So more of a challenge for your balance is drawing that leg in. Option to bind on that top side. Releasing it back into our tabletop, hands and knees.
Ready for sun salutations. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. And we're just gonna pedal here just a little bit. Warm up those calves. Move through your hips a little bit if that feels good for you. Breathing in and letting it out. Give me a couple more. And then just let those heels drop. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, feet to hands. Hold and ragdoll. Option to grab opposite elbows. Let your head be heavy. Slight bend in those knees, or maybe you need a lot of bend in those knees this evening. Option also to take it side to side. Arms can drop. Do whatever feels good for you and listen to your body this evening. Just release. Let's bend those knees and let's roll it up nice and slow. Rolling shoulders back. Nice deep inhale into mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Half lift. High plank. Lowering down into that chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Breathing in and letting it out. Big breath in. Empty all that air. Feet to your hands. Half lift, long spine. Fold. Rise into mountain. Inhale, lift it all the way up. Really reach towards the sky and fold. Half lift. High plank. Pressing through the palms. Squeeze your abdominals in. Option to lower to the knees for your chaturanga if you would like. Inhale, upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. 2 breaths here. We breathe in. Let those hips reach back. Nice deep inhale. Empty all your air, feet to your hands. Half lift, fold. Mountain, nice deep inhale. Really reach, lengthen, and bow. Half lift, high plank. Squeezing those abdominals, squeeze through your chest muscles, press through those palms. Chaturanga, lower it down. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Breathe it in and let it out. One more breath. Empty all your air, feet to your hands, step or jump. Half lift, fold, chair. Bring the big toes together if you'd like. Arms can go up and reach, just gently turn so your pinky is going back towards the wall. Squeezing knees together, drawing those bellies in and up. Nice deep breath, and fold. Half lift, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Taking that right leg up towards the ceiling or towards the back of the room, sweeping it forward, warrior one. Back foot roots and then we rise. Nice deep inhale. Exhale into chaturanga. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Right leg shoots up, left leg shoots up towards the sky. Taking it forward, warrior one. Back foot roots. Let those hips twist and turn towards the center. Nice deep inhale. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Couple breaths here. Breathe it in and let it out. Big breath in. Empty all your air. Feet to your hands. Half lift. Fold. Chair. Squeeze the knees together. Abdominals in. Option to bring palms in front of heart center if you need to. Always listening to our body. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, fold. Half lift. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Nice. Breathe it in. And let's take that right leg up towards the ceiling. Warrior one. Root that back foot before we rise. Big breath. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Left leg up towards the sky or to the back of the room. Sweeping it forward for that warrior one. Again, really rooting down. Nice deep breath. And we chaturanga. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Couple breaths here. And let it out. Breathe in and out. Last one. Feet to your hands. Half lift. Fold. Inhale into mountain. Nice big stretch up. And fold.
Half lift on that inhale, heart shines, chest opens up. Bend into your knees, and then option awkward airplane with your heels. Let the shoulders draw back, the fingers to sweep back, opening up through your chest, allowing that breath to easily flow. The higher the heels, a little bit more challenge for your balance. We've got 2 more breaths here. On your inhale, heels stay lifted, root to rise. Exhale, release the heels, release the hands behind the back. Heart, chest opens up. Take an inhale. Release the hands, extended mountain and reach. Exhale, forward fold. Half lift on the inhale. Chaturanga. Elbows draw back. Upward dog, the spine opens, the chest opens forward. Still keeping that contraction, the pit of the belly drawing in. Downward dog, hips lifting high. We're gonna take that right leg in the air. It can reach back through the toes, or it can be a scorpion option. Strong and grounded into both hands. On your next exhale, we're going right knee, right elbow, draw it in. And then just windshield wiper side to side. For 4. Come back to center, lift it up and back, reach and lengthen. Draw the right foot forward in between your hands, and it's a crescent. Inhale, we're gonna start with those arms reaching up overhead. Bend into that back knee, let the tailbone lengthen down towards the floor. Hands in Jolly Mudra, heart center, and we're gonna twist towards the right. So that left elbow is gonna hover right over your thigh. The spine is lengthening, press through that back heel. Using the core, the oblique muscles, rotate, twist that torso around. 2 more breaths here. The inhale brings you into a Virabhadrasana, Warrior 2. We're going palms up. Let the hands reach up towards the ceiling. Bend into that front knee. Peaceful Warrior on that inhale. Pause and hold at the top. That back hand can be supported on your leg or it can reach and lengthen forward. Roll the shoulders back, the chest open. Side angle, come forward. Option for that bottom hand to stay, or it can reach over towards the side, lengthening towards that side wall. Shoulders again drawing back, chest opening up. Inhale, Peaceful Warrior. Side angle and holding here. We're gonna take that top hand, that left hand behind your back. Roll the shoulders back, the chest opens up. Option to stay, or if a bind is in your practice, playing with the binds. Taking the right fingertips down towards the floor or underneath. Releasing it back out into Warrior 2 to Peaceful Warrior. Inhale. Chaturanga or plank on that exhale. Pause and plank. Chaturanga, elbows draw back. Chest lifts and opens. Downward dog, hips up. Left leg reaching up and back. Maybe it's that scorpion option, heel coming around towards your opposite glute.
strong into both hands, lengthening still through the spine. On your exhale, we're going left knee, left elbow, and then windshield wipers side to side. For 4. Bringing that leg to center, up and back. And then coming into a crescent top of the mat. Inhaling, the arms can reach up overhead. Or if those hands need to break, those shoulders need to break, hands can come down. Bending into the legs. Let the pit of the belly draw in, the tailbone to lengthen down towards the floor. Hands coming in Jolly Mudra, heart center, plugging your thumbs in towards your sternum. Let that chest hover over your front thigh, press through the back heel, and then we'll twist. Right elbow just floating over that front leg. The more you bend into the knees, a little bit more strength it takes in your quads. Let those inner thighs be active as they squeeze in towards the midline. Our inhale brings us to a Virabhadrasana Warrior 2. Palms up towards the ceiling, bending into that front knee, but pressing in strong through that back leg. Peaceful Warrior, inhale. Side angle, exhale. Option to take that bottom hand and reach it towards the side wall. Roll the top shoulders back, active through both hands. Inhale, Peaceful Warrior. Side angle coming forward. Option to work with that bind. So whether it's a half bind with just the right arm reaching behind, maybe the left fingertips reach towards the floor or catch the hand. Shoulder rolling back, keep bending into that front knee. Peaceful Warrior on your inhale. Coming into plank to Chaturanga. Elbows draw back. Heart shines, chest opens up. Downward dog, hips up and back. Let the hips lift up high. Lengthen through the hips, lengthening through the back, the neck. Taking your feet a little bit wider on your mat. And then we're going to walk our hands to our feet. Malasana Yogi Squat. The tailbone lengthening down towards the floor. Hands can stay in Jolly Mudra, heart center. Hands can lift. So you're using the strength in the glutes to hold those knees open, the tailbone down. Or option for that right hand to float open towards the floor, the left hand towards the ceiling. You can stay or catch the bind here. Inhale, bringing you back to center. Exhale to the other side. And you may notice one side's a little different than the other. Coming back to center, hands to the floor, hips lift. Keeping those legs wide, we're going into a downward dog, a short downward dog with the feet wide at the back. We're gonna do a hamstring curl on that right side. Option for those left fingertips to come out to the side. Option to catch and reach it back for a bind. Coming back to the center, that wide-legged downward dog. Hamstring curl that left leg up. Curl it in. Maybe that right hand reaches out to the side or back to catch the foot. Release it out. Walk your hands back to your feet.
Heel toe those feet in a little bit more narrow. Root to rise. Utkatasana chair. We're gonna make fists with our hands. Let those knuckles plug in towards the spaces of your other hands. Tailbone lengthening back. Twisted chair as you look to the right side. Twisting again, using the strength in the core. Those knees are forward. Let the shoulders roll back. The chest opens up. Coming back to center, to the other side. Coming back to center, hands to the floor, walk yourself forward. Plank, posture, pause, and hold. Chaturanga to lower. Upward dog on the inhale. Downward dog takes you up and back. Let it all go. Step or jump, top of the mat. Half. Fold. Root to rise. Hands in Jolly Mudra, heart center.
All right, now it's time for balance. So let's start with dancer. So standing on our left leg, taking your right hand, going into dancer's pose. So options, taking the arm up, really root through that left foot, belly's drawn in. For those of you who want to go and continue on, taking it forward. Continue the breath. Remember to find ease in your posture. And laugh if you fall. Keeping the abdominals drawn in and out. Let's bring it up, inhaling and releasing, going over to the other side. Remember, an option to use a tie if you're unable to grab the top of your foot this evening. Body's different on every posture, every side. Again, option to go forward, taking that back leg up even higher if you're able to. Or your option to stay up nice and tall. Lengthening through the fingers. Couple more breaths here. And release. We'll go to tree. So again, balancing on our left. Taking that right foot, options here, into the ankle, into your calf, maybe into the inner thigh, or the top of the thigh. Palms together in front of heart center. Again, wherever you feel like you need to be, just staying away from the knee joint. Pressing those palms together, squeeze through your chest. Keeping that dristi, that focal point. You have the option of taking those arms over the head. Maybe you want to branch out. Back bend is there, that's an option, heart opening. Or maybe try to close your eyes. Adds a whole nother feel to a balanced posture. Bellies are drawn in and out. Couple more breaths here. Let's bring those palms together. If you made them roll apart, bring it back to heart center. And now over onto the other side. So again, rooting into that foot. Bringing that left foot now into the ankle or into your calf, inner thigh, top of the thigh, wherever you want to go. And maybe tonight you explore a little bit. Maybe lift those toes just a little bit off the mat if you haven't before. Belly's drawn in and out. Remember, it's your practice, so do what feels right for you and your body. Maybe those arms come apart. that focal point and keeping breath. Breathing in and letting it out. 2 more breaths here. Bringing it back to heart center and releasing.
Inhale, root to rise, draw the arms and reach up, extended mountain, find length. Exhale, forward fold. Half lift on the inhale. Plank on the exhale. We're going to pause and plank for a few breaths. So we're strong and grounded as we press the mat away. We're going to chaturanga down slow. So tuck those elbows back and lower for 4, 3, for 2, all the way down. The hands come at your side, fingers reaching back, toes reaching back, Shalabhasana. Inhale, let the heart chest come forward. The drishti to gaze down towards the floor so the neck is long. The hips pressing into your mat. Take 1 more breath here. And release and let it go. Option to stay with that or coming into that bind behind your back. Fingers coming in towards center, the knuckles reach down towards the tailbone, towards your heels. Opening up through the chest. Again, if the bind's not a good option, then just keeping your hands at your side. Lift and open up. 2 more breaths here. Releasing down to the floor. Option to stay with either of those or floor bow. Curling the heels in towards your glutes. Hands reach back. Push the feet into the hands. Open up through your chest, through your shoulders. Still keeping a little bit of contraction through the abdominal muscles. Those bottom ribs pulling in towards your pelvis. The chest is open. 1 more breath. And release it all the way down. Hands come forward underneath your head. And just gentle windshield wiper side to side. Bringing the legs back to center. Lower the feet down to the floor. Hands come underneath your shoulders, pressing up to plank. Time for core.
All right, everybody. Let's go back over onto our backs. We want to make sure that we're down towards the end of our mat so that when we roll down that we're able to be on the mat all the way. So get up onto those sit bones, draw your belly in, open through your chest. We're going to draw our knees in, so feet flat. If you have the ability to squeeze those knees together, do. If that doesn't work for you and your body, that's okay. Fingertips can go behind the knees. We're going to squeeze the belly in tight. We're going to open up into boat. So we can balance here, option, legs here. For those of you who have full boat, do it. Remember, we don't want to dump, so we want to keep it strong. So it needs to be here tonight. If it bothers the lower back, let those heels drop. Squeeze that belly open through the chest. Breathing in. Give me 2 more breaths here. One more. And release. Let's take it forward. Stretch it forward. Let those knees bend. And release. All right, so we're going to lengthen our legs. For those of you who've taken my class before, you know that I love pass the block. If you don't have a block, you can use a ball, a pillow, whatever you've got that's something that you can put between your ankles. We'll start with arms over the head, and we're going to slowly lower down. We'll go into a nice full body stretch here. Really lengthen from your fingertips to your toes. And then draw those knees in towards your chest. Your ball or whatever, like I said, whatever you've got, a pillow, and you don't have to use anything. You can do without. We're going to lengthen our legs. We're going to lift. We're going to grab that block, and we're going to straighten out. We're going to bring it back, lift up, getting the block back to the feet, and taking it, stretch it out. Bend in the knees is fine here. Remember, we always listen to our back. stretch. Take it up, and we stretch. Nice. Lift. We'll do one more pass. So we'll go to our feet, we'll lengthen, back to the hands, and stretch it out all the way down on the mat, and release the block or pillow, whatever you've got. Nice full body stretch. And let's draw those knees in towards the belly. Give them a little hug. Maybe massage the back a little bit with some little circles. And reverse. And now we're going to go into bicycles. Fingertips are going to come behind the head. We're going to take the left leg out, right knee comes in. Don't let your knee come any closer than the hip. And we're going to rotate. So left shoulder to right knee, press and switch. Inhale, X, switch. And switch. And switch. Switch. So keeping elbows back. Think of leading with your shoulders, squeezing the abdominals in really tight here. And breathe. Always the option to keep the legs a little higher. And breathe. Give me 4, 3, 2, and 1. We'll draw the knees in. And then full body stretch. Draw the knees back in. We're going to take it over onto our right side. So going into a right side plank. So it'll be a forearm plank. Option to stay on the knee, that's a modification, or you can lengthen the legs if you'd like, all right? We're gonna take the arm over the head, and we're just gonna hold and reach, and let's draw elbow and knee together. So squeeze in, press out, squeeze in, press out, good. Squeeze and press. Exhale, inhale, next, squeeze. There's 3, 2, and last one. Nice, release it down. We'll go over onto the other side. So same thing here. You can stay in that modified position or you can lengthen. Just make sure hips are high. Extend the arm over. Let's draw the knee in and stretch. In, lengthen. In, lengthen. Give me 4 more here. 4, 3, 2, and last one. And bring it back. We'll bring it back over onto our bottom. Let's take it wide forward fold here. And bring it back to center. And bring those legs back to center. We're going to stretch through our hips. All right? I'm going to use a pillow, a block, anything for this. Some of us are really tight in our hips. And it's always nice to have a prop. So our right leg's going to go on bottom. Left leg, maybe on top, maybe it's right here. Doing what feels best for you. Not forcing the knees to go somewhere they're not ready to go. So we take a nice deep inhale, arms over the head, exhale, folding forward. That's where the block comes in. You can use it for the forehead if you're able to go deeper, or maybe you use it for the forearm. And we just breathe. We hold a lot of stress in those hips. So take the time to just breathe and release some of that emotional or physical stress. And give me one more breath. As we inhale, we'll slowly start to lift. Taking that left leg down to the bottom. And again, it's not about how the posture looks, all right, other than alignment, it's how it feels for you and your body. So please listen to your body. We want to open up through our hips, we don't want to hurt the knees. So again, you may on this side need that. Nice big inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Just taking the time to breathe, find some relief. Give me 2 more breaths here. Now we're going to inhale and slowly lift out of the posture. Block going over to the side.
All right, we're going to go ahead and come onto your backs, please, rolling onto your back. So laying all the way back onto your mat. Let your body start to get heavy. We're coming into final rest Shavasana. So if there's any movement you need to do before you get here, if you need a waterfall, a shoulder stand, if there's something else that your body's craving, just taking a moment. And then we'll all meet in Shavasana. Once you get comfortable lying on your mat, gently close your eyes and just notice the weight of your body resting. Notice the parts of your body that are connecting and heavy onto the floor. Maybe allowing those feet to gently fall open, relaxing through the legs, through the hips. Noticing the rise and fall with your inhales and your exhales. Becoming aware of the shoulders resting down from your ears. And those hands gently palms up towards the ceiling. Becoming aware of the softness in the muscles in your nape, your face, your neck, and in your jaw. And just for these next few moments, giving yourself permission, allowing yourself to take this time to rest and be recovered. Becoming thankful for all the wonderful things our bodies allow us to do every day. Gently start to move your fingers and move your toes. Bend your arms and your knees. Come over to lie on the side. We're going to pause for just a couple breaths here. Eyes can still be closed. Remember, you can always pause the video if you want a little bit longer Savasana. But try not to skip this part. The Savasana, that mental rest, the body rest is so important. Using your hands to press yourself up to a seated position. We'll bring our hands and Jali Mudra to heart center. Thank you all for sharing your practice with us this evening. Namaste.